In the DC animated film Son of Batman, we see how Deathstroke lost his eye. Deathstroke, of course, being the assassin slash mercenary whose real name is Slade Wilson.
Slade Wilson, Deathstroke, former military, subject of a failed medical experiment.
Failed, you say?
Now before I go any further, I should say there are many different versions of this character, and that this video is based exclusively on the version of Deathstroke shown in the film Son of Batman. The film is, as the title suggests, all about Batman's son, Damian Wayne. Damian Wayne is of course the son of Bruce Wayne and Talia al Ghul, who is Ra's al Ghul's daughter.
You expect me to believe this?
I assure you, he's yours.
Don't look so stunned, Father. I thought you'd be taller.
Incidentally, his name is pronounced Ra's al Ghul, though in the live-action DC movies and TV series, he is often called Raz.
Now, am I pronouncing this right? Mr. Ra's al Ghul?
No, you are not. It is pronounced Ra's al Ghul. Anyway, Ra's al Ghul wanted Bruce Wayne to be Damian's father because he is the perfect physical specimen in both intellect and fighting ability.
Only a true successor may stand before the great Ra's al Ghul. My father always intended us to be together, to command his army. Just imagine it. You, me, a better world.
And he intended for him to marry his daughter Talia and to take over the League of Assassins when Ra's dies.
Ra's al Ghul.
Father.
Welcome, Detective. It is time for your final challenge. Kill me. Replace me as the head of the demon. It is your destiny.
But this wasn't always the case. Originally, Deathstroke was going to be the one who married Talia, inherit the League of Assassins, and would have been the one to father her son, Damian.
They are led by a man who father believed could be his successor, until my father became aware of you.
Needless to say, this assassin slash mercenary didn't take it well when he lost the top position. So Deathstroke decided to kill Ra's al Ghul and take the League of Assassins for himself by force.
Confused, old man.
Slade, what is the meaning of this outrage?
I call it a hostile takeover.
During the attack, he was able to kill Ra's al Ghul and intended to kill Damian as well, but he didn't expect Damian to be such a good fighter, since he's only a kid who's not even in his teens.
Grandfather.
But during the sword fight after Deathstroke has killed Ra's al Ghul and Damian attacks him in retaliation, Damian manages to stab out his eye.
Now your heart!
And would have killed him as well, but Deathstroke escaped and retreated from the fight in a helicopter. And that is how Deathstroke lost his eye. I must say that I'm not a big fan of this way of his losing the eye. In the comics he lost it to a bullet wound. But it's not the fact that it's now a sword wound that takes his eye, but rather the fact that Deathstroke, one of the strongest fighters in the world, potential heir to Ra's al Ghul, trained and highly proficient with all firearms and hand-to-hand combat, loses his eye to a child.
You are such an arrogant little brat. So entitled, so bloodthirsty, so easy to manipulate. I brought you here for one simple reason: to kill you.
Now, I get that Damian is the son of Batman and has been trained by the League of Assassins since the day he was born, but it's just kind of ridiculous. Damian is way overpowered. He's able to take down Deathstroke relatively easily, and in the film Batman vs. Robin, which came after this as one of the sequels, Damian beats both Nightwing and Batman. And in Son of Batman, he also swims 50 miles in the ocean, something which even the world's greatest athletes cannot do, and they are all fully grown men who are highly trained and in peak physical condition. Now, I get the superheroes' abilities are exaggerated, that's how superhero movies work, but there are limits to how much power they can have, and I personally feel that Damian Wayne is just way overpowered, and it's just so unrealistic you can't really go with it and say, yeah, he could be that powerful, as you can with most people, because he's just too young, and he fights people who are just way too good for him to easily beat. But what do you think? Do you think that Damian Wayne would be able to take Deathstroke's eye out, or that Deathstroke is too good a fighter for this? And that Damian Wayne is overpowered, or do you think he's at a level of power and skill that makes sense? Be sure to let us know in the comments, and as always, thanks for watching, and feel free to subscribe, share, like, and comment.
Ra's al Ghul has been retired. I am his successor.
My name is Slade Wilson. You will call me Deathstroke.